Former UFC middleweight title challenger Paulo Costa is ramping up the mind games ahead of his fight with Sean Strickland. Costa and Strickland will square off in a 5-round middleweight co-main event at UFC 302 on June 1st. The winner could potentially be next in line for a middleweight title shot. Costa and Strickland are both looking to bounce back after recent defeats. Costa lost a close decision to Robert Whittaker at UFC 298, and Strickland lost the UFC middleweight title to Dricus du Plessis at UFC 297. In addition to their fighting prowess, Costa and Strickland have proven to be mental warfare masters outside the cage. Costa, in particular, has become a social media star in recent years and is famous for trolling many fighters on the UFC roster. Ahead of UFC 302, Costa is upping his social media trolling against Strickland, who is never afraid to speak his mind on many issues. Check out Costa's troll job of Strickland below. As of this writing, Strickland hasn't responded to Costa's social media jab, although it's likely only a matter of time until he answers. Before the loss to Whittaker, Costa defeated former UFC middleweight champion Luke Rockhold by unanimous decision at UFC 278. After a long contract dispute with the UFC, Costa seems refocused on improving his activity level inside the octagon. Strickland shocked the world by defeating Israel Adesanya for the UFC middleweight belt at UFC 293 last year. The loss to du Plessis snapped a 3-fight winning streak. Du Plessis is expected to face Adesanya for his first middleweight title defense later this year. If Strickland defeats Costa, and du Plessis is victorious, a rematch could be on the horizon. Costa is looking to regain the form that made him one of the most terrifying middleweights in the UFC earlier in his tenure. If his social media antics are any indication, he's stopping at nothing to try to get in Strickland's head ahead of fight night.